Hello, everybody. Welcome to this live. We're going to talk about how is operational planning used? How is operational planning used? How is operational planning used? One more time. How is operational planning used? Yeah, you've heard of strategic planning. You've heard of Hello, thank you for joining me. You've heard of strategic planning, you've heard of business planning. Today we're going to talk about what? Operational planning. Operational planning. Operational planning. We're going to specifically talk about how is operational planning used. And I'm reaching above you because I'm also on Instagram. And the thing about Instagram is that hey, thank you for joining me. How are you doing? The thing about Instagram is the title doesn't go up until you hit live, right? So the thing about Facebook and YouTube, I can always put the title on before I go live. But with YouTube, I can't put it on there until after. Anyway, let's get to these announcements, and then we're going to go in on this topic. How is operational planning used? Hello, thank you for joining me. Today we're talking about operational planning. Where are you from? Type in the comments where you're from so I can greet you properly. Okay, so we're going to talk about operational planning. How operational planning is used. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jackie. I'm a life and business coach. What I do is I help individuals just like you. I help you get organized. I help you get trained. So the ultimate goal is for you to win contracts, right? Or win more money, okay? Thank you for joining me. Because that's why we do business. We do business so that we can earn profits, so that we can do what? We can live our best lives. We can live the lives that we always dream. We can leave legacy. We can do lots of things if we have the revenue. So part of getting that revenue is what? Planning. You cannot avoid it. Okay. Benjamin Franklin, and I'm always going to use this quote, is quoted with saying, failure to plan is planning to fail. Okay. So I got that done. Let me get these announcements. Okay, if you're wondering why I'm looking up or why I'm looking down, I'm on Instagram, on YouTube, and today I'm on my business page on Facebook, right? So I'm trying to give each one of you eye contact. So you're going to see me move my eyes up, down, and to the side. Okay, and I always keep my handy dandy notebook because I want to make sure that I hit all the bullets that I have listed down there. Because, honey, I can talk. I can talk. We'll be training about 10, 15 things, and you'll have tons of information, and you may even have information overload. But anyway, so today I'm talking about operational planning, how operational planning is used. Tomorrow in my Facebook Business Builders group, I'll be talking about what's the planning cycle. So then on Wednesday, I will be on my podcast and I will be giving some operational planning tips. Then Thursday is for YouTube only. I will be posting how to create a life plan. And you're probably wondering how all this goes together, because everything that we do in our business is so we can have a better life. Okay, so that's why we, which is me, decided to talk about the life plan, and it also goes in alignment with what we talked about last week. For YouTube only, we talked about a, a manifestation vision board, right? But anyway, let's get into this topic because, like the preacher always say, I won't be with you long. But I really won't be with y'all alone. I have things to do. Got lots of stuff to do. Okay. So operational planning allow operational planning is basically documents that uh outlines a section or a department if it's a big organization or corporation. It basically outlines what the goals or what the objectives are for that department. So, but the only thing with the operational, it goes into a lot of detail. It talks about the daily activities for the business to be successful. Okay, so you may be asking, why should I create a operational plan? So you create an operational plan because it allows managers, CEOs, or you, the owner, to see, to monitor, to check, to know what the real stats is in that business. Are you failing? Is there something that you need to do? Are you ready for the next stage? Do we need to go back a step and reevaluate it? What is really going on in this department, this section, or this company? Okay. It helps you basically when it helps you fix what's working, what's wrong with different sections. Because if you do an operational plan and you're successful because you're able to monitor, because you have measurable results, then you can take that same method and tweak it a little and apply it in other sections because your goal is to be successful in your business. You can incorporate those theories that you use in that successful section into other things, right? In other areas. It also helps you, all these stakeholders, the people who working in the company, the people who invested in the company, whoever owns the company, be all on one page. You all are out there to serve the customer and you're there to make a profit. It outlines in detail the company goals and it indicates the milestones, right? I gave an example one time, and I'm just going to briefly talk about it a little bit because I told y'all this is going to be a short segment because I'm going to talk about this subject throughout the week. So it's important, if you're not subscribed to me or if you're not following me, or you should, because you're going to get more information, a little bit more information on this topic in my post. But you won't get it unless you have subscribed or follow my channel. My own, follow me on social media. But an example is of a milestone or goal. So you already know you're trying to get profit. So with the operational plan, it'll actually tell you how much you have to make. I'm using finance because this is a number. This is an easy number. But if you're in production, okay, you know that in order to have $300, and if you want $300, and you selling t-shirts for $10, how many t-shirts you have to have on hand? Okay, that's part of the operational. How long is it going to take you to produce this t-shirts? When are you going to restock the supply to ensure that you're able to meet the needs of the customer? How much is your daily average sold, or monthly average, or weekly average, however you determine what exactly you're going to measure and how you're going to prove that you are either successful or failing or reaching what this milestone, because the milestone is to get into the quarter. Let's say you're wanting to get, this is this, we're pretend like this is first quarter, you're entering in second quarter and your goal is to profit 15% more than you did in first quarter. There's your milestone. That's where it's set at. You want to do 15% more each quarter. That's your goal. So what is 15% of 300? Okay. But with an operational plan, you're gonna have the who, what, when, where, and you're gonna have extreme details listed in the operational plan. Y'all, I get excited talking about plans. So the operational plan supports the strategic plan. It does, because generally the strategic, okay. So the strategic plan is generally the upper level management, what they mostly use. It's a strategical plan, right? Then there's the tactical plan, which is generally the mid-level management information. And then there's operational plan, and that is usually the lower level management, right? But if you're running the show, guess what? Your upper, your middle, mid, your lower level management. You wearing all those hats, okay? So the strategic plan, okay, so these are little differences between strategic and the tactical and the operational. Like I said, the strategic plan and the tactical plan support the operational plan. Now, strategic plan is generally list your long-term goals. Your operational plan may not necessarily be information for a really, really long period. Generally, you do it less than a year. And when you want to do multiple years, you generally want to do a strategic plan, or it just depends on the phase of your business. If you're beginning or you're starting something new, you may want to do a business plan. And a business plan is basically the catch all of the plans, right? And a strategic plan actually supports the business plan. That wasn't on my notes. That was just some extra information. So the operational plan basically defines what needs to be done to achieve the goals or the milestones you have outlined, right? And it's important that you do that, because you don't know where you are unless you make your goals measurable. That's all I have is, and this is how operational plans are used. Operational plans are basically day to day. This is a different example I'm going to give you. Like if you work in a company and they track labor, this is their task. They monitor labor, and with the labor sheet, it lets them know, okay, we're not making, good evening, Keisha, thank you for joining me. We're not making enough money to have this number of people, right? Because an operational plan can be a section, it can be a department, it can be just a part of your business. So with the labor sheet, the manager, usually the third level manager, lower level manager, knows that, okay, I need to send people home, because this, according to these measures, this is where we should be in order to have this many people. And this allows him to determine during his daily task, based on production, how many people to send home. Or vice versa, if you're working in a warehouse, they have production sheets that let them know at this set of many hours they should have produced this amount daily, right? So remember, it can be daily, it can be weekly, it can be monthly, but it's generally a period less than a year that you're monitoring to make sure you know where you are, what your status, and it helps you make the best decisions. That's the whole reason why we do plans. It's so we can make great decisions. And speaking of decisions, so I have a getting your business ready for government contracting. I rescheduled it. It's actually occurring on the 30th, which is next weekend. So you simply click on my Linktree link and it'll be down below if you're interested in this class. Okay. It's only, I believe it's $27. It's an hour and a half packed full of information. If you think that in 16 and 11 minutes that I gave you a lot of information, just wait till you get to this class. This is my classes come with the warning. Make sure you have paper and pencil, because when I tell you we're going to train, we are going to train. Okay, I am not that type of trainer that's going to get up here and all I'm going to tell you about are the things that I've done in my past. I will give you bits and pieces of some of the things, but you came for a training, and that's what I intend to give you is training. So I spend majority of the time training, and then you have a period of time where you get the opportunity to ask questions. Okay, so and I leave it up to you what the questions can be. As long as they're not personal and they're just about business, we're going to answer those questions, and we answer them right there and then live during the training session. Anyway, that's all I have for the operational plan. I mentioned to you all what it's used for, gave you a couple of examples. I told you it outlines the department goals and milestones, helps the business know when, where, what the status is in their business. So if you would like to know more and you would like help creating your operational plan, simply go to my Linktree /route to victory and schedule you a pick my brain session. And I can answer your questions and help you get started. That's all I have for today. Make sure you support more broadcasts just like this one by purchasing your That's the Word T. That's right. That's the Word t-shirt. That's the Word is an inspirational, I like to say, motivational word that causes an aha moment, a moment of change, a moment of positive change, so you can have positive outcomes. That's a word. Anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me. That's all I have for today. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or you can ask them live. That's all for today. You all have a wonderful evening.